In this video, I want to show you how to record your first webinar, make it available online, and gain coaching clients on demand. Make sure you stay all the way until the end of this episode, because today I will give you some real-life examples of my most successful webinars that you can implement in your coaching business. As always, before we get started, hit that bell icon and subscribe to our channel so you get notified when new episodes drop every Wednesday. All about helping you go from passion to profits in your coaching business. Hi there, coach. It's Carolin Soldo here, and today I want to talk to you about recording your first webinar. With a recorded webinar, you literally have the ability to gain coaching clients whenever you want them. And you can gain as many coaching clients as you wish because you can automate your webinar presentation. I have used this education-based marketing model for the last 10 years, and it served me regardless of what coaching niche I was in. I was hosting health coaching presentations in the past, and now I'm hosting business coaching presentations and webinars. So regardless what niche you are in, health coaching, life coaching, career, relationship, spirituality, it doesn't matter. Hosting webinars and automating them will serve your business and will help you gain high quality leads online. Webinars are great for many reasons, but most importantly, webinars have the power to funnel in qualified leads, but also funnel out unqualified leads. So when you're hosting a webinar and you're inviting your community and prospects to it, you have the ability to pre-sell them before you bring them on a discovery call or a sales call with you. And the beauty of a webinar is that it actually brings the right prospects to you, and it filters out prospects who may not be committed enough, who may not be right for you, who may not be perfect for your coaching programs. Webinars also have the ability to give you a very short sales cycle where you can literally bring someone on a webinar with you, they watch your presentation, and a few days later they can become a coaching client. And webinars give you massive amounts of goodwill and trust in the market because you are going to be someone that is teaching, speaking, educating, giving value freely, and that's what true experts do and stand for, right? Lastly, hosting webinars will also help you boost the close rates on your sales calls because your prospects will come in already pre-sold from your webinars. Recording your first webinar can be scary and difficult if you don't know how to do it. So today I want to give you some very easy to follow steps you can implement to record your first webinar presentation and implement that in your business right away. Step number 1 is to decide on your hook. What is a hook? Well, a hook is your headline. It's the topic of your webinar. And I always give my clients 2 options. Option number 1 is to do an overview of your entire system. It's the step-by-step of your coaching program and how your clients actually get results. So for me, it could be how to find your ideal client or discover your niche, how to build a brand, how to build a coaching package, how to market and sell your coaching programs later. So it's about branding, niching, program development, marketing, and sales. That could be my overarching system, and I could present that in my webinar. Option number 2 is to actually hone into or drill into a specific topic that you specialize in. So for me as a business coach, I could talk about branding, and I could host an entire webinar just about branding, or just about marketing, or just about sales, or just about creating your first coaching package, for example. So when you think about your webinar title and your hook, I want you to choose to deliver your signature system and the core steps your clients are taking to get results, or hone in and focus in on one specific area. When writing your hook, keep it really, really simple. I want you to think about 6 pillars or 5 shifts or 4 steps or even 3 secrets in order for your clients to get results. So when you're writing your hook, make sure you actually implant your clients' top goals. For example, the 3 simple steps for you to gain all the coaching clients you could ever want. Or the 5 steps to go from unknown to expert status in your coaching business, even if you're brand new. Do you see the secret? The secret is for you to implant some of the top goals your clients have into your hook, so when they're landing on your opt-in page, on your registration page, and they decide if this webinar is for them, they see their top goals, which will make them so much more likely to say, yes, I'm signing up right now. Step number 2 is to decide on your content. Now that you have your hook, you can decide on your content. And when you write out your content, I want you to use my bullet point trick that has the power to double or even triple the registration rate of your webinar. Now, what is the bullet point trick? When you're writing the bullet points, which is what you will be teaching in your webinar, begin with your ideal client's top 4 or 5 goals. And then reverse engineer those goals and build out your bullet points and what you will be teaching. For example, as a health coach, your ideal clients could have goals including feeling irresistible to their partner. They could also feel like, I want to make health easy to stick to and fit into my daily schedule. Many of them will say, I want to have energy to power through my day and play with my kids at night. And many will also say, I want to fight off and prevent disease. You see, as a health coach, your clients may have 4 or 5 or more goals and wishes and reasons for why they will be working with you as a health coach. Now that we know that your clients want these things, we can then reverse engineer them into the bullet points and the coaching points in your webinar. Let me give you an example. Your first bullet point might say, the workout secrets that shape your body and make you feel irresistible to your partner. The second bullet point might say, how to make small tweaks in your daily routine so that you can easily stick to your health and fitness and fit everything into your daily schedule. The third bullet point might say, simple nutrition strategies that can give you energy to power through your day and play with your kids at night. And the fourth bullet point might say, how to change your body chemistry with the right supplements and fight off and prevent disease. So do you see how this works? We begin with your ideal client's top 4 or 5 goals, and then we work them into the bullet points and what you will actually be teaching on your webinar. So instead of saying, I will teach you the supplements you need to take, you say, I will teach you which supplements will help you fight off and prevent disease. Or you will say, I will teach you the nutrition strategies to have energy throughout your day and come home and play with your kids at night. So you combine what you're teaching and show them how what you're teaching will lead them to some of the top goals and outcomes they really have. For me, for example, I know new coaches often think that they have to be cheap or low cost in order to gain clients. So in my webinar, I might say, while charging low prices will actually not serve you, and why charging higher prices will help you get better client results. And then you might think, wow, maybe I don't have to be cheap. Maybe I can charge more, and that will actually help me get better client results. It will get you to think in a different way. It will wake you up, and it will make you interested and intrigued by my webinar. So start by thinking about what your niche is believing in, what they believe to be true, that's actually not true and that's not serving them right now, and how you can reframe these beliefs and teach them a better way and educate them and make them feel like, wow, this person has a much better way to do things, a much easier, more effective way, and I want this and I want to watch this webinar right now. Step number 3 is to make your slides. If you're someone who is very creative and has experience with slide design, this is something you can easily do yourself. And if not, you can easily outsource this task to someone who is an amazing designer, an amazing slide creator, and they can make the entire deck for you. Some of our most favorite tools for slide design include Haiku Deck, Canva, Google Slides, and PowerPoint. For a 60-minute presentation, you might have between 70 and 100 slides. What I like to do in my presentations is have a lot of variety. I like to click and actually make sure my audience stays engaged and my slides are moving a lot so that they don't drop off, but they instead stay engaged and they see new content showing up in the presentation the entire time. Also, make sure your slides are on brand. So use your brand colors, use your logo, use your brand fonts, use images of you or images of your ideal client to make the presentation really engaging. Always make sure your slides are professional, spell check them, do a grammar check, make sure everything is accurate, everything is clean and professional and well designed so that you can make the best impression you can in your webinar. Step number 4 is to record your webinar. When it comes to recording your webinar, I have several tips for you. So let's go through one tip at a time. Tip number 1 is to use Camtasia or Zoom to record your webinar. I have had much success with both tools, and they're both very professional and will do a great job at recording a webinar presentation. Tip number 2 is to not show yourself, because that makes editing really tough. When you record your webinar and you actually show up on video, that makes a great first impression. However, it makes it very hard to edit the webinar later on. When you have the recording done and you actually use it and play it, you may find that people drop off at a certain point. Or you may find that you want to make something stronger, or you want to change something. And then when you actually have yourself showing up on video, then you have to look the exact same way when you record the webinar again, or it will be impossible for you to even edit the webinar. So I recommend to not show yourself, not show video on webinar, but actually just show slides and go through the entire presentation with just a slideshow, because that will make it really easy for you to make any edits later on. Tip number 3 is to record one slide at a time. I really take my time, I do a really good job, I focus in on my core message, I present the slide, and then I take a break. And then I keep going. So my overall presentation might be 2 hours or more, but I know later on I can edit and cut the webinar, and this helps me take the pressure off, really relax into it, take my time and really focus on getting my message across, instead of putting everything into a 60-minute container and rushing through it. So take your time, do one slide at a time, and really enjoy this process. Tip number 4 is to come in with high vibes. When you're recording the webinar, of course you're teaching people, but you're also entertaining people. So they will come on the webinar and they will want to be entertained. They will want to feel and hear your passion. So really get your energy up, get yourself motivated, put on music, start dancing, do whatever it takes to get yourself really pumped and excited about this webinar, so that you can not only teach people and educate them, but you also entertain them and you retain them throughout the entire webinar presentation. My next tip for you is to script out the important parts, but don't script the entire webinar. When I'm recording my YouTube episodes, I have scripted out my most important steps, but I don't have an entire script. I literally say things the way I would say them when I'm talking to you, face to face, in person, for example. So when you're going through your slide deck and your presentation, I want you to script out the most important parts where you want to make sure you're hitting certain points. But don't script the entire thing, because when you're reading it, people will be able to tell, and it won't be as engaging, as real, as authentic as it could be if you're literally just talking off the cuff, if you're just talking in an engaging way and you're just saying it the way you would say it to someone in person. And lastly, make sure you have a professional microphone. My preferred microphone for webinar presentations is the Yeti. And I will be sure to put the Yeti link in the description and let you know which version I have, so you can buy the same or choose any professional microphone you can find on the market today to make sure you have crisp and clear sound. And now I have 3 amazing bonus tips for you to make your presentation a real hit. Tip number 1 is to not pitch your program. Yes, you heard right. I don't want you to pitch your program on your webinar at all. Instead of pitching your program, pitch a call. So what you can do throughout the presentation is seed your program. You could say, well, in my coaching program, I tell my clients to do A, B, and C. Or in my coaching program, we actually include this and this and that, and you should do this too. So subtly hint and seed your program through the entire presentation, but don't tell people to go and buy it in the end. Instead, tell them to go book a call with you to learn more, to get more support, and find out if working together is actually a great match. Tip number 2 is to not make your content too tangible. What happens a lot with my new clients is that they go out there and they make their presentations very tangible. So to give you a simple example, they might say, drink water every day, work out for 30 minutes daily, do affirmations every day, and meditate for 15 minutes. Now I'm simplifying it here for you, right? But I want you to understand that giving tangible steps like that will make your audience say, wow, this is great. Here's a real plan. Let me go and try this for a little bit and see if it works, and I'll see you later. And what happens is they don't have an incentive to book in with you and to take the next step, because they can take these steps on their own, or at least they think they can. So when you're building out your presentation, don't make the steps and what you're teaching too tangible, too tactical, so that people can follow it without your support, right? Make it deep, show that there is actual depth and there's a lot more to do that your clients could ever do on their own, so that they say, wow, I see the path, I see what I have to do, but I also know I need help and I want to talk to this coach right now. And tip number 3 is to tell your clients who the webinar is not for. In the beginning of your webinar presentation, I want you to put a slide in that will say, this is who it's for, and this is who this is not for. Because one of the main reasons you're hosting a webinar is to funnel people into your business, but also funnel out the wrong clients. So right in the beginning, say something like, this is for you if you're A, B, C, and D, but this is not for you if you're over here. And you're actually doing them a favor by telling them that, if they're in one of these areas, it's not a good use of their time and they can leave the webinar. And this will leave you with clients who are great prospects for you, who can really benefit from your services and who should be booking discovery calls with you in the end. And now I want to hear from you. Have you done webinars before? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Let's have a conversation in the comments below. Let me know how you love webinars, how this episode served you, and let me know what you're planning to do better to improve your webinar performance next time. As always, I want to help you implement what you're learning in my YouTube episodes. So what I have for you today is 2 examples of our most successful webinar presentations that you can access and watch right now. Simply click on the links in the description below. They will lead you to our webinar presentations. You can sign up for them and you can watch them right now and take away those tips and secrets to make your next webinar presentation a huge success. Now stay focused on your goals, because I believe that you are meant to bring your passions to the world. Webinars are amazing to help you get your message out there, serve your clients, and bring even more clients into your coaching business. If you like this episode, make sure you give me a like, leave me a comment below, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next week. Do you want to build a successful online coaching business, but you're not sure how to get started, and you're scared of wasting time and money on the wrong steps? Let me be your coach and show you the right steps to quickly launch your business, attract the perfect clients, and multiply your income. To learn more, go to coachingbusinesstraining.com.